Frequently, when you work with worksheets, you want to use a consistent design or layout for all of them. You could recreate the same design every time you want to use it, which becomes quite tedious. Instead, you could create a spreadsheet to use as a pattern for frequent use. Such a spreadsheet pattern is known as a template. Templates that include the following elements can be produced: text and graphics, formatting information, layouts and styles, headers and footers, formulas, macros. Templates are stored with an extension .xlt. When a template is accessed to create a new sheet, a copy of the original is made, not disturbing the original at all. Thus, the original template is always left untouched for further use. You create a spreadsheet containing all the elements that you want. Then, save the file as a .xlt file. As simple as that. To create a template, first create the workbook that you wish to use as a template. Then, select File from the menu bar. Select Save As from the menu. In the Save As dialog box, enter a name for your template in the File Name text box. From the Save As type drop-down list, choose Template. You will find that the folder automatically changes from the default of My Documents to the Templates folder. Select Save. The extension .xlt is added to the file name. The file is stored as a template in the Templates folder. To use the template, select File from the menu bar. Select New to display the new dialog box. As you can see, there are a number of tabs present in this dialog box. If you wish to use the default template present, click on Workbook from General tab. Select OK to work with this template. Styles are sets of information about how a spreadsheet is formatted. A collection of formatting information is also often referred to as style. If formatting information is assigned to cells using styles, it is possible to easily update the appearance of the sheet by modifying the style. If you change a style, all the cells that have been assigned to that style will reflect the change automatically. The information held within a style includes the following formatting details: number, font, alignment, border, patterns, protection. You can include or exclude any of the above formats when defining your style. Excel also comes with a number of predefined styles ready to use. By default, all the cells have the normal style assigned to them. You can also copy styles from one workbook to another. To create a style, first format a cell with all the attributes that you wish to associate with the new style. Now, select the cell. Select Format from the menu bar. Select Style to display the Style dialog box. In the Style Name drop-down list, type in the style name. Click on the Modify button to change the attributes. Now, the Format Cells dialog box will be exhibited. Click on these tabs to make any changes that you require. You can make the required changes by clicking on these various tabs. Click OK to return to the Style dialog box. Select OK to exit the Style dialog box. When you wish to apply a style, select the range of cells that you wish to format. Select Format from the menu bar. Select Style to display the Style dialog box. Select the style from the Style Name drop-down list. Select OK. To edit the style, you need to go through the Format menu again. Select Style to display the Style dialog box. Select the style you wish to edit from the Style Name drop-down list. Click on the Modify button to change the attributes. In the Format Cells dialog box, click on these tabs and make any changes that you require. Click OK to return to the Style dialog box. Select OK to exit the Style dialog box. All the cells which are formatted in this style will be updated to reflect the changes. Excel, as we know, is capable of carrying out analysis of data and producing graphical representations of the same. Suppose you have information in a word or text processor in the form of a report. This report would need to be in a format that Excel can recognize. You can import this data into an Excel spreadsheet rather than re-enter the whole data again. If the text to be imported is not in a recognized format, Excel will automatically launch the text wizard to give you assistance. The following text formats are the most common: text, text tab delimiter, formatted text, comma separated values or CSV. Text files are plain text with no formatting information contained except line return. It is usual for this file type to have one record of information per line, but the means of identifying the fields vary. In text tab delimited file format, tabs are used to define fields. Formatted text files make use of position to define fields. Here, each field starts at a defined position of the line. This field type is also referred to as space delimited, fixed width and column delimited. Commas are used by CSV text files to delimit or separate fields. Although these are called comma-separated values text files, commas do not have to be the delimiter. Comma delimiter fields can make use of the vertical bar and the @ sign as the delimiter. The text wizard is a set of dialog boxes that guides the user through stages of importing text into an Excel worksheet. To import text into a sheet using the text wizard, select File from the menu bar. Select Open option. In the ensuing dialog box, click on the down arrow next to the Files of Type field and select Text Files. Highlight and choose the file you wish to open and click the Open button. This is the Text Import Wizard dialog box. Notice that the dialog box has two effective areas. The upper area refers to the choices that you can make, while the lower area shows the data you are about to import. The wizard takes an educated look at your source data as well as the original file format. It then determines whether it is delimited or not. Choose to alter this decision if you wish. Click Next after making your choices. The second step of the Text Import Wizard dialog box is displayed. Here, the upper half of this box allows you to select the required file delimiter. The default is Tab. More than one choice can be made. The lower half data display shows you the effect of your choices after you have selected your delimiter. After making the appropriate choices and viewing the effect, click Next. This is the third and final step of the Text Import Wizard dialog box. Here, you can select data format for each of the columns. You can also decide whether you wish to import a column or not. After making your decisions, click on Finish to import the text into your spreadsheet. Let us now see how data can be imported from a database. Often, in a corporate environment, data is stored on mainframes or mini-computers and not created and stored within Excel. The data may be created and stored within other dedicated database programs. Commonly used programs include Access, DBase, Paradox, SQL Server, Oracle, or DB2. Supplied with Excel is a separate program called Microsoft Query, which comes with its own separate user manual. Microsoft Query is an excellent tool for querying an external database. Other methods of accessing external database files include using the Open command located in the File drop-down menu, then using the Files of Type box to select one of the following file types: Lotus 123, Quattro Pro, Microsoft Works, DBase, SYLK, Data Interchange Format or DIS, HTML files, previous versions of Excel. If your mini or mainframe application can output files in text format, again, you can use the open command and specify text files and use the text import wizard. Applications such as Microsoft Access can import files in Excel format. Pivot tables may be used for accessing and integrating external databases. Let us look at some database terminology. Data sources is defined in the Odbc Manager and informs the Odbc Manager about the type of data being used and its location. Microsoft Query is a stand-alone program supplied with Excel. It acts as an interface allowing you to make many queries that are translated into SQL format. Microsoft Query Add-in. It is used to integrate Microsoft Query and Excel. Odbc Add-in allows Excel to communicate directly with Odbc Manager without using Microsoft Query as an intermediary. This add-in also provides the SQL request worksheet function as well as the Application Programmers Interface or API for application developers. Odbc Manager. Odbc is Open Database Connectivity. Odbc Manager is a Microsoft-driven technology that allows programs such as Excel and Microsoft Query to interface with a range of different databases. When you perform a Microsoft query, an SQL statement is sent to the Odbc Manager. The Odbc Manager then acts as the intermediary between the application and the database. The advantage here is that the same query can be used to access different database servers including SQL Server, Oracle, DBase or Paradox. Odbc Drivers. The Odbc Manager uses the Odbc driver as an intermediate step. These drivers supplied with Excel include Access, DBase, FoxPro, Paradox, SQL Server, Oracle, Excel Worksheets, text files. SQL is Structured Query Language. It is an industry standard language that is used for database communication. Excel queries using Microsoft Query use SQL behind the scenes. Since Microsoft Query is a standalone program, it can be started independently. However, it is more convenient to run Microsoft Query from within Excel. To create a new query, you should first make sure that Microsoft Query is installed. Now, from Data command on the menu bar, click on Get External Data. From the sub-menu, select New Database Query. This will open the Choose Data Source dialog box. Click on the OK button to view the Create New Data Source dialog box. In the first field in this dialog box, enter a name for the new data source. In the second field, click on the down arrow and select the type of data that you want to access. Now, click on the Connect button. A dialog box will be displayed. Click on the Select button. Change to the folder containing the database that you wish to use. After selecting your file, click on OK. Click OK again to continue. In this dialog box, click OK. Click OK. Make sure that Categories is selected. Click on the arrow that points to the right. Click on the required item to add it to your query columns. Click Next. Click Next again in this dialog box. In the Sort By field, You can decide which field you wish your list sorted by. In the Then By field, you can again select from the display list. Click Next on completion. Ensure that this radio button is selected. Then click on Finish button. Click OK in this dialog box. Your data will be returned to your worksheet.